Hello friends and welcome back to another Let's Play video. I'm your host Gold Metamouth 06 and I have to say I am sorry it has been so long since I released an episode. Let me explain a little bit about why. So it's been many months since I've actually released an episode, and this is going to be episode 51. So we just recently finished the quest for the Golden Creeper, as you can see right here. Last episode, which was like 6 months ago, 8 months ago. Sorry about that. But yeah, we got this done, and I had some plans to change some things about the channel and about the purpose of the series. So I want to kind of explain. It's kind of hard to put into words because it's just this irrational thought really I had, and just trying to be perfect in a way. I wanted things to be perfect for what was gonna happen next. So before episode 50 came out, I came to the conclusion that I wanted to actually rebrand the channel, and I've already done that. You can probably tell. You'll probably see that if you come to the channel. It's no longer Go Metamouth 06, it is a Room MC, and that is what I'm going to be calling myself now. Sadly, I can't change the tab menu. Oh, I changed the tab from Death to XP Collected. I'll explain that later. But yeah, that is, I've been doing, I wanted to change the channel name, and I did that, and I wanted to do some channel art, make it look better, but that just never happened, and that made me really unmotivated, and I was like, I don't want to release the videos, because it's like, oh, the channel's not good enough, and I wanted it to be perfect, but, like, I shouldn't do that. I should just say, oh, there's going to be a few changes eventually. I need to work on channel art and get the channel art done, maybe do it by myself with Photoshop, because I know how to use Photoshop. I don't use Photoshop because I don't have it, or I haven't bought it, so that's one thing as well. And there's been a whole other hosts of reasons, just as like I want to do it, but I was kind of burnt out a little bit, and I'll explain that in a minute. So I've also done some things, but let me explain what this episode is going to be about really quick. So this episode is going to be a little bit of a world tour, because I haven't done a world tour, and it's been 50 episodes, and it's been a lot of stuff. And I also already tried to record this episode and just show you guys what I've been doing off camera for the last several months, because I've done a lot. I've actually recorded 3 episodes already, after I just never released them because I wasn't proud, or I just didn't feel like I needed to. It was episode 51 I'm trashing, and episode 53 I'm trashing, but episode 52 I'm not, so this is going to be time travel, kind of, because in episode 52 I discovered something that I want to share with all of you that's been out for a very long time now. If you guys watch Technical Minecraft, I built a mob farm in the desert, and I discovered something, and I informed El Mango, another YouTuber, a very technical YouTuber that I really enjoy his content, and I think he's a really great and smart dude when it comes to Minecraft and in general. And I decided I can't delete this. I have to show you guys. So I'm gonna be releasing that after this world tour. So, I have the hiccups. So if it seems a little bit strange, that's why. So, yeah, we're gonna begin the world tour then, and I'm gonna show you guys around everything I've done. So the first thing is, this is my house. This is actually not the spawn point of the world. So for those that want to know, how did this come to be? I need to sleep. Yes, my bed is in the middle of, like, between the kitchen and whatever this little hallway is. Yeah, I don't know what this hallway is, but anyways. So, I originally had a series before this, and it was called Quest for the Golden Creeper. Oh, yeah, before I do that, this series is no longer called Quest for the Golden Creeper, as some of you may know. That's also a part of the rebranding of this series that I was planning on doing. I don't want it to be called Quest for the Golden Creeper, because we don't have Quest for the Golden Creeper anymore. And when I originally wanted to make videos, I called it Quest for the Golden Creeper, because it was like, Gold Metamouth in my name. I like gold, and I want to build a giant golden creeper. I think I was 15, 14 at the time. It was a long time ago, or maybe not too long ago, but it was a decent It was a decent amount of time ago. Oh, there's a zombie. Well, I'm gonna get this zombie. I'm gonna get him real good. I can put those up there. Oh, he's dead. Put the creepers next. Aha, still got it. Still got it. And there. Don't worry about that skeleton. So I originally started a world called Quest for the Golden Creeper. I was having a really fun time. It was just, I was messing around, and I realized what ended up happening was that I accidentally deleted the world file because I thought it was a backup, and I ended up deleting the file, and I couldn't retrieve it, and it sucked. I was very sad. And then we started this series. And the other series, it wasn't as good as I liked it. I was a bit iffy with how I played Minecraft. And now that I've gotten older, I played Minecraft better. And except that I don't like how I used to play, and now I really like how I play because it's just how I play. And there's remnants of how I wanted to originally play down here. So the story behind this is a shop right under here, this mound. It's a command block shop. So when I was this was before 1.9 came out. This world was made a little bit before 1.9 came out. I can open it and show you guys. A little bit before 1.9 came out. No, after, because it came out in 1.10 just came out when this world was made because we have magma blocks. As you can see, floor 6, floor 7. This was like a teleporting shopping room. And we'll walk down here, you click the button and teleport. And I had played on a server with my friend. It's a Skyblock series. I have it still on the channel that you guys can go watch. I'll link it down below. And I just like the concept of the idea of like paying for a shop. So I was like, oh, I'll make my own money system with commands, and I can buy things, I can sell things, because I don't know what it is, but it's very addicting to like be rewarded for doing something and gaining something. Like, even though it's fake money, it's really rewarding for some strange reason, and I liked it. And I just wanted it to be an actual vanilla, and I realized it only really works for servers, and I just scrapped this idea, mainly because I think it was causing a lot of lag. For those that don't know, I also play on a laptop, and there's a ton of lag. There's a ton of lag, and I think it was caused by block entities and things like that. And so, yeah, this is the very first thing. I built this in creative mode. This is actually not where I spawned in. Spawn is at 0, Well, we'll go there eventually. And I actually moved the spawn point to over here. I can actually show you guys what I've done over here. And this was originally where the Iron Titan went. I actually built an Iron Titan, a little villager breeder over here to breed up some villagers to put in the Iron Titan. It's gone now because it broke, and I got a lot of iron, and I moved the spawn chunks over here, and it broke because I was an idiot, and let's just say Optifine makes it so that the world spawner is not always loaded all the time if you have a certain setting checked. So we can go down here. I tore most of it all up, which is kind of sad because I never got to do a world tour before. Some of the stuff I've torn up in the last few days or months since I've been playing. So this is where all the storage was, where all the iron was. We had it was 5 chests high, and this whole side was filled with iron, so I crafted iron blocks with that before, I think, before the recipe book was added in 1.12. I can't remember. This was an item elevator with droppers. The golems would go down there and die. Poppies would get sorted out and burned in lava. And then we have the nether portal over here where items would be thrown into. Yeah. I don't know why the nether portal is over here. I think it used to be all the way back there, so I don't know why this is still here. Because this is not the way to get in. That nether portal was going to be the way to get in here, but that just didn't end up working linking-wise, because it would link to that portal that was down there, and it would just be very hectic. And this was where all the iron block storage was going to be, and I removed that as well. So this was the remnants of the Iron Titan. You guys can find it in the description down below. I'll probably leave a couple links to a couple of the videos or just a playlist and I'll leave in the description, like, episodes for the certain things that I had in the world. Now, we'll go over here. This was the tunnel I made. Ice boat roads. In 1.9, ice boats on ice were actually really, really fast and slippery. I wonder. I'm actually planning on tearing this out, so it doesn't really bother me too much that I'm tearing this out. Is there any boats? No, it looks like it's on the other side, but we can fly over to the other side and just show this off. I might as well just leave this cactus here and put a slab back there. And I built this tunnel. I used some of the iron, as you can see. That's also kind of why I'm going to tear this down. I would have left it up, but I was like, there's iron here. I might as well tear it down. So I'm going over here. And yeah, I've already began tearing it out. Let's just show off. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in there. You can put the boat on the ice. Many of you probably know this. And you can just zoom really fast. People use these for nether tunnels because it's super fast. But I prefer, I like this. This is cool. Flying is much better. It does require rockets and durability of the elytra, but I do like flying. It is, I don't know if it's faster, per se. I don't know the exact, like, block speed you travel at when you're on a boat. I think it's 40 blocks per second with a boat, but I don't exactly know how fast you fly with rockets. So there is actually something new here that some of you may have will notice that has not been here before. Man, I got those words jumbled up. Whew. I just added this. This is actually a little bit of mine. I have some diamond ore. I was doing some mining off camera last night for fun. I enjoy mining for some weird reason in Minecraft. I have all this iron. I have a witch farm, which we'll get to. I can get unlimited redstone. Lapis, you can get from villagers. Coal, I like getting coal. It's a weird obsession. And I just did this tunnel last night. We have a beacon effect down here, and I just dug all the way down to there where the beacon effect ended, and I was just doing some strip mining. And funny enough, there was some strip mines already down here, that like right under here, that kind of got in the way that I forgot about. I should have built this, and my slime farm, which we'll get to in a minute, is right over there, which is very, very annoying. I have a diorite block in my polished diorite block, putting it in that chest. So yeah, I just recently did this. This is one of the things I recently did, and just been mining a little bit. So yeah, this is my own little strip mine. I'll probably be extending it as we go, just for fun, and I probably will decorate this. That's the plan, really. I wanted to decorate a strip mine for probably one of my next projects. But yeah, this is my little underground area down here, and while we're going up this way, we'll head over to the next thing. All of this is in no particular order of how I built it, by the way. So yeah, we didn't build this in any particular order. And this basement was probably, it's pretty old. It was probably built around episode 30, but it wasn't like brand new. And then I have this area that goes through some spawners I found at the beginning of the world. It's a weird pattern. I don't know if I like it now, but it's kind of interesting. It's just a little, some packed ice right underneath, and you can just go down here. I actually haven't finished decorating this, and this has been like this for all 50 episodes, so, or like 40 or 30 or whatever it is. So this is actually the first mob spawners I had. I actually don't like this wood pattern at all. It looks terrible now. This is where I would farm some spiders. Yeah, as you can see, spider eyes. Cave spiders, I think, because there's 2 cave spiders. We'll also go into spectator mode to show you. And there's also a skeleton spawner, which will go down here. And there's a lot of bones. I have still a ton of bones here. String. So I need to remember about that, because that can be useful. I'm never tearing this down. This is like, why bother tearing it down? There's really no point, and it's a nice place to AFK. So let's go into spectator mode. I use spectator mode freely, by the way, for those that don't know. I don't care about, really, not being forced to go pure vanilla. I like using spectator mode. And that's another thing about this. Oh yeah, this is broken now, I forgot. Skeletons and undead mobs sync now, so this is actually broken. Huh. Oh well. Yeah, and the cave spiders are right here. There was a cave spider spawner right here. Actually, kind of close in retrospect, and they kind of go over in here, and some cave spiders go where the zombies are. Oh, I noticed there's a hole right here that I need to cover eventually. Interesting. And the cave spiders go up, and they would drown in here unless I would kill them. And yeah, that is the first mob spawners. And then I needed some string, and this spider spawner wasn't enough, and I was like, I might make a better spider spawner. And I was caving, and I think I originally found this, and I just built this recently in one of the episodes. And there's a cave spider spawner there with a diamond block underneath, because sadly this cave spider spawner couldn't be used, and I thought I just might leave it here. And also this path is kind of ugly, and I need to change it. So we come over here, and there's more cave spider spawners, and there's a whole open string. I was gonna use this string for a cactus farm project, but things changed after I decided to change my design. And this was supposed to be an AFK spider farm, not cactus farm, spider farm. And there's one spider spawner right here, and there is another one right here, and another one right here. So it's a three cave spider spawners, or spider spawners. One's a cave spider spawner, and I think the other two are cave spider spawners. And I wanted to do it AFKing, and I would be AFK right here with my sword, and I would get looting. It never really ended up working that way. Ooh, there's a skeleton down here that I need to light up. That's strange. I might change this again just to make it AFKable, because a string is kind of important to get some string, which is cool in my opinion. Not cool. String is very valuable if you want to get wool and things like that. I do have a mob spawner that I said I made in episode 52 that I will be releasing, and I get a decent amount of string from that from AFK, so it's not too much of a bother. But three spider spawners, in all honesty, that would give me a ton of string, if I'm to be honest with you. And with looting, I would get some spider eyes, which is not too bad because you could use them for brewing and things like that. But I might revamp this now that we have bubble columns, because this world is in 1.13, I forgot to mention. And while we're moving to the next thing, I kind of want to talk about 1.13 because I just realized I forgot to mention it. So we'll go back up to the house. But yeah, that's basically a little spider spawner down here, which is really nice. A little cactus over here to destroy spider eyes because I got a lot. But so 1.13 is another reason why I didn't want to really release any videos. Going back to that video part, I tried to make a 1.13 video that I was going to release as episode 51 or 52, yeah, no, 51. And I tried, it was just so laggy. And I made the mistake of not realizing that I had already explored a lot of this world in a certain direction, which I'll go show you up here really quick. This is a little basement. We'll come back down here in a minute while I am still on this thought of why I 1.13 map. So I explored a big chunk of this world, a whole map size right here. This map, I'll break it off. And all this world is explored. I'll take this off because it makes it bigger. I explored all of this world, all of this area, and I was like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to find anything. And I had to explore very far to find any, like, new ocean spawns and everything like that, and it kind of sucked. And the video was just really poor in my opinion. I got, like, halfway through it. It was, like, 40 minutes long, and I was like, oh, that sucks. And that's the same thing that happened with the last episode. It was like 54 minutes long, and I was like, oh, that's fine. Then I was like, no, I'm going to do a world tour instead. That's why we're doing this right now. So, let me talk about the house while we're up here. So that's also the reason why I kind of got demotivated with releasing videos, because 1.13 is really laggy, and it's not, it doesn't look like it's going to get better for 1.14, sadly. So, it's really laggy. Let me just sleep, because I don't want phantoms to spawn, even though I'm sleeping and phantoms aren't spawning. So let's just give you guys a little tour of the house. So, as I said, I found this location. I was actually playing with a friend, And he just generated this world, and we'll talk about that in a second, because it's out here. And also, there's another spawner over there we'll also talk about. I have a lot of stuff in this world now that I think about it. So I found this plateau, and this plateau, I was playing with my friend, and he just generated this world. And he was flying around, messing around, and he found this plateau, and I was like, this is beautiful. I love this plateau. It's just so cool. It's just so cool. It's just this up. I had this envision of this house, and that's what I built, and it was this house. And I built this house, and it was amazing. And I was like, this is so good. This is so perfect. And it was perfect, and it honestly is. It's just so nice. I still need to do some work with it. I need to put more crops. This is actually something I've been changing. I had wheat, carrots, beetroot, and potatoes, and I'm just gonna actually be spreading it out a little bit more and making a lot of this just farmland and stuff like that. I'm gonna probably put a shed over here. I also used to have a tree, but I cut it down because I needed some spruce wood for what I was working on. And yeah, that's why I kind of tore it down. But this was just the perfect spot for it, and it was beautiful, in all honesty. And I really like the house. I think it is really nice. It could use some work. The birch wood, I really like the design. In 1.14, the birch, the logs, and all the textures are changing, so I think it might look actually a lot better in 1.14, to be honest. But yeah, that is what's happening. Have a chorus fruit flower there, and then go to sugarcane farm right here. I also need to get some acacia logs and fix that. I actually put some sandstone right here underneath that to fix that, to make it look a bit nicer. But I do really like this house, and the interior is something I'm kind of proud of. I like this wall over here. I need to get rid of the dragon heads. They've been here too long, and it was like using them as I conquered stuff from raiding the inn, because I've also explored the inn because I have an elytra. I need to eat. And yeah, this is the floor that I made. This was the first floor. It took me like 30 episodes to get this house actually done, I think. And these little carpet patterns, there is light underneath them, and which I think is cool. One of the things I think I need to change is the floor, the dark oak floor. It's just a bit too chocolatey in my opinion, so I might change that. This furnace, this is my original little smelter. It's a little bit out of place in all honesty. It's just randomly put in here, but I'm fine with it. I think it's kind of cool. It's just a little bit weird in all honesty. Got a nice view out my balcony, something that I really wanted. And that is over there. We'll talk about that in a minute, because that was what I worked on in episode 51. And got paintings on the wall. There's still some things I need to do in here. I need to work on improving my interior decorating a little bit in Minecraft, so that's one other thing. The other thing is, oh gosh, all these torch spams to make sure mobs don't spawn in here, because this is actually a spawnable place. But in 1.14 we're getting lanterns, so I am going to be using the hell out of those, to be in all honest, because this is like the perfect place to use some of these lanterns, in my humble opinion. It's going to be really nice. I can hang it from the ceiling to make it actually look better. And then we got this little upstairs that I have up here. I haven't done anything up here. I've been thinking about what to put up here, and I have an idea of what I might put up here. I don't know if it's going to fit, though. And that is a storage system. And this is actually a little bit wonky over here, this window. Might change that, actually. I just realized how wonky that is, but that's okay. That's okay. This is some more storage up here because I ran that out down there. But I might be fixing that so that there's nothing really up here. But I might be putting a sugar box storage system up here by CubFan 135. And some of you may hear that saying is like, don't you already have a sugar box storage system? Yeah, it's down in the basement, but I'll explain what happened to that in a minute. Something happened to that. And this is just all my stuff. Also, I have a lot of sugar boxes here. We'll explain where I got all these sugar boxes in a minute, because there is a story to why I got so many, and it's not just me exploring the end. Got a lot of fireworks too from crafting a lot of them because I have a lot of gunpowder to use, and I just didn't want to craft fireworks every time I ran out in my fireworks box. Got some mob drops here. I'm gonna be I might keep this here. I might not, because I can decorate this kitchen a little bit more. It'll be kind of weird not having the storage system right here anymore. But the sugarback storage system, I think I might move up here and put right over there. Or I could put on this wall. Now that I think about it, I need to figure this out because it's pretty big. And it goes underground a little bit, so I'm not sure. I might actually store it underneath here in this area somewhere. I don't know where I would put it to be exact. I might get rid of one of these pins, one of the sheep pens and things like that, because I really don't care. Yeah, I brought these sheep and cows down here because I was gonna have a nice little cow farm, a nice little sheep farm to get wool, and it causes a lot of lag over here, so I had to cut the numbers down, and I might eventually just get rid of them all. This is the basement, so let's do a little explaining of the basement. So I made this little basement, and I'm just gonna put some small farms under here, like the cow farm, like I said, the sheep farm. But I'm probably gonna remove those, and I might add a little other small automatic farms just to get like, oh yeah, I got some stuff to get some supplies. And then there was a melon and pumpkin farm. I actually disabled this for those that don't know. Oh, it's fully grown. I forgot this was still here. I disabled that because I do believe it was causing a lot of lag. And I had rabbits down here originally, and that was another pin for the animals. It was all going to be animal pins, but that caused lag. And then we have our little friend over here, the rabbit witch. The rabbity witch. Ow! Ow! Stop it! Stop it, please! The rabbity witch, and the rabbity witch actually spawned in there when there was rabbits, and I was like, I'm gonna collect it, and I'm gonna keep it, so I have a pet witch, which is kind of cute. Then we have something over here that originally, this design is a little bit weird, and I'll explain why in a minute. So what is this area? So this is actually a smelting area. So one of the first things I was planning on doing in this world was making it more, not like pure vanilla, but more vanilla plus, which is actually what this series is called now. I forgot to mention that. vanilla+survival, and I'll explain that a little bit more. I explained it in episode 50, so you can go watch that. But basically, I was using a command block mod where you could get triple drops from ores, basically. You would put ores in here, put an armor stand on top, and it would basically, it was a blast furnace, it would cook it, you would use lava, and boom, you would get items and things like that. 30 items, or not 30, 30? No, not 30, I can't remember. You would get, yeah, you would put on like 27 iron ore, gold ore, and you get 27, you would get 9 blocks of iron and gold back. So that's why I kind of built it. I was like, I'm gonna build this. I'm gonna be a cool guy. I'm gonna smelt it, and I decided to. It broke when 1.11 came out because they changed things. They changed the name of armor stands, and I just didn't want to fix it, even though I could fix it. And I themed it Nether themed, which just looks god awful, as you can tell. And I'm probably gonna change this to continue to look like what this was. There's all this stone and things like that, and I think it would make more sense because this is like a blast furnace area. I might keep how this looks because I think it looks fine. The nether brick I think would look fine because it does look like this is blast furnace-ish, but I'm not sure. So this is the little blast furnace area. This is actually where I store some stuff. I had stone down here to craft into slabs, and the slabs would then be crafted into armor stands and things like that. Got some more stone right here. Cobblestone, some smooth stone that was added in 1.13 that I can craft because of a data pack that I added, my own crafting data pack, which we'll talk about maybe later, but I talked about it in 1.13. But I have a complete data pack, and I'll be releasing a crafting data pack that I will be releasing. I have a lot of coal ore. I like collecting coal ore and iron ore. I don't think I've ever smelted a single gold ore. For some strange reason, I just never used gold. I was gonna use all this gold for the quest for the golden creeper and things like that. It's funny backstory, kind of. Look at a lot of iron ore, as you can see. It's some blocks of iron that I have from my iron golem farm, the Iron Titan, when I first made it. There's actually some more upstairs. There's about 9 more shulker boxes, which is kind of cool. So yeah, let's go down over here. You saw this was a secret entrance, hidden entrance. I actually made this myself. I'm very proud of it. We can just show you the spectator account. It's just a little bit of redstone, all the pistons, sticky pistons. But they first pull down, then they retract, and then they push back up. And it's a little bit of some weird wiring, but it works. And then when you push this button, the signal goes up, and it opens this up, and it then shoots you off, which is cool in my opinion. I am kind of proud of that. It's simple, but I think it's cool. Ow, hit my head. So we already went down that way. We came up from that way. We're gonna go back down there and go to the right. I had a little cactus farm down here, as you can see. It produces a decent amount of cactus. It's a very, very small cactus farm. My random tick speed was, I think, actually on 6. I doubled it from 3 just to make it a little bit easier for things to grow. I think I've put it back to 3 because I've changed my mind about that. Or I've put it on 4. We can actually check. Game rule, random tick speed. Yeah, I set it to 4, just a little bit higher. So it's kind of interesting. So this down here was my original shulker box storage system, but it's changed now. I was actually working on this at the end of what I was going to record for episode 51, but I scrapped that, and I'm putting some kelp farms down here, which I'll probably finish up off camera. And these kelp farms, just small, let me switch here. The kelp grows, because this is in 1.13, kelp is here. Kelp grows. Oh, that one's not growing. I thought that was one missing. Grows once it hits the observer. The observer activates this note block, and in 1.13, note blocks actually bud power pistons. So that's kind of a cool thing that was added in 1.13. And then they pop up, they float to the top, and they get collected over here, which is kind of cool. I actually need to put a torch because mobs can spawn in here, as you can see. I'm actually going to go into spectator mode. Out. I don't care about placing a torch in creative mode, but I'll just put it in survival just to make you guys happy. And that is the other one right here. And it's just a little bit of extra storage right here. The water still fills because the pistons do break the water. Kelp actually, when kelp grows up into a flowing source, it actually makes it into a solid source, which is cool in my opinion. So you don't have to really worry about there being flowing water down the water that's flowing down. Ooh, we got an iron ingot, which is cool. Let's put that there. We actually got a lot of kelp so far from this, so I've been in this area for a decent amount of time. Got some polished andesite. This is remnants of the shulker box storage system. I have destroyed all the shulker boxes over here, which was probably about 1,000. And I'll explain why once we get to that part, because that requires us to go to the end. And got some more down here for the project. Just a little back area over here. And I broke everything down. I collected all the redstone, and I actually lost my redstone shulker box. I had to make a new one when I was making that episode. I don't know where it went. I might be able to find it, but I don't know where it went in all honesty. So I'm still building this up, and it's almost going to be done, and just gives a little bit of a nice, cool new farm design to it. I don't know why there is that up there. I'm actually going to get some ender pearls. If I could get on it. My mouse is terrible because it's on Mac mouse. Oh yes, I was building this still, and I ran out of pistons. And that's when I decided I got off. I stopped playing for a bit. And I was like, no, I'm going to do a world tour. So that's what I did. Now that's pretty much the house area. No, actually there's still more. There's a little bit of stuff down over here. So, some of you might remember there was a little entrance down here, and this leads to my sugarcane farm, and this is the new smooth sandstone added in 1.13 that I added with my crafting recipe, and this is the sugarcane farm. Not all of this, only the bottom. This is just for decoration, and I think it looks pretty cool. I need to... Oops. I need to put in a roof. I'm just gonna fall down here and go back up really quick. These elevators are amazing, and I did this a couple of months ago, and there was some more area down there that I filled in. That was where my AFK netherwart farm was gonna be, but that didn't work out, and it was too small of an area out. And I also wanted to build a mob farm down there, didn't work out, and it would have made the base really laggy. And this base was already really laggy before I actually removed the storage system, because that was also part of the reason. All these hoppers, automatic hopper sorters, it was just laggy. Also, the sorter was really slow, and I wanted to speed it up, and that's part of the reason why I also got rid of it. I was like, I don't want to deal with this. And also, I got rid of the shulker boxes because we can craft shulker boxes now, instead of doing it the way I was originally getting them, which I accidentally already deleted. But I think I still have the video of that, unless oh yeah, I just threw it in the trash can. I'll get that out in a second, so I won't forget about getting it out of the trash can, because I actually need a clip of that, and I'll just edit it down and delete all that extra. So yeah, besides the point, I'm getting off track. This is the sugarcane farm, basically the same as the kelp farm, because they're very similar. They both grow vertical. Sugarcane grows vertical, regular piston punches it out, and it breaks, and this hopper minecart is actually on a timer. Right now it's not running, and it was going to put into some shulker boxes. I actually had an original design that was all this big wall, and it was on a timer, and the pistons would fire, break everything, and the hopper minecarts would come and fill it up, and we got this many shulker boxes of sugarcane, so a lot. Was actually probably up to this row, maybe almost like down to here. So there was a lot. I've actually used a lot, because I have been doing some trading and things like that. So what else? Let's go back up. This is pretty much the last thing I have in this house. So let's go. Oop, I almost went the wrong way. Now let's go show off the villager farm in this area. And then some villagers I have, and my other zombie spawner. They also have in this world. So let's go over down here. So this is a little entrance to my little villager area over here. This wall design is actually terrible. I don't know if I'll ever fix it, but I have this double-way, two-way door, where there's pistons on each side, and it's like a flush double-sided door, pistons on two different sides, and it opens up. This was a challenge. Can say, got a T flip-flop down here, got it to actually work, and it was a challenge, but it was cool in all honesty. I liked it. Also, this is the shop right here. It actually went up a little bit more, so right over there was the shop. It's kind of a cool design, but yeah, we won't bother with that. I forgot that I didn't get rid of that. But you can see there's all the shops and all the things. No command blocks, because I got rid of all those because of lag, because they're block entities. I also noticed that. I wonder if that still works. Probably get rid of that, because it probably doesn't work anyway. Well, I've also done some renovating down here. This used to be where I stored wheat, potatoes, and carrots, and bread. Now it's not. Got a lot of bread, though, from that villager farm up there. And that villager farm is actually over a slime farm. As you can see, it is working right now. It's actually not that. Oh, did I get rid of it? I think I got rid of most of the layers. I don't remember why. Huh, I did. Interesting. I don't know why I got rid of all those layers, but I did, I guess. And the slime just died over here. This was the first slime farm I had. It was funny because the friend I was playing with, there's a running joke that he's really good at finding slime chunks somehow. We don't know how. Got a lot of slime blocks, but This is nothing. I'll show you what real slime blocks is, because we have some better slime farms to show off. And yeah, this is just still running it, and as you can see, that was a line where all the items would come in. I might change this back to how it was, but villagers in 1.14 are breaking. So this farm is gonna not be working. I basically shut it off by putting lava over the hopper so everything burns. So that's why that's broken, but I have some villagers down here that I trade with. This guy, I traded with a farmer. This guy, I also traded with a farmer. To get a lot of emeralds. There's not a lot of emeralds anymore, but here's all my carrots. Here's all my potatoes. Still some more. These are actually shulker boxes that I need to get rid of. Oh, I don't have any more. We have a ton of beetroot as well. Beetroot over here. That's a lot of red dye for the future. A lot of red dye, some rotten flesh, a lot of rotten flesh to trade with. I was gonna make this a little small trading hall area, but that plan kind of fell through. I might still, but I don't know. This was also a nano farm I built. I don't know if it still works. It doesn't, because I can't actually plant seeds on. I got stuck. Can't plant seeds on dark patches anymore. So this actually doesn't work, sadly. As you can see, it doesn't work anymore. So I can't get wheat that way. The wheat was to get the third item, because I don't have an automatic wheat farm to get the wheat for the trade with the villagers. So that didn't end up working. And I actually was planning on doing something over here. And that was to make it so that I would actually pack shulker boxes with 3 different items. Here's the elevator system over here. As you can see, I shut it off. I actually probably will collect these hoppers, because I'm not going to be using this anymore. And I might do something over here, because there's some empty space. But what I was originally going to do, after I tore it out, and make a shulker box packer, because I had unlimited shulker boxes. And I was going to make it so that it would pack, like, let's look at this shulker box over here. So this would be, all this would be filled with carrots. And then it would be potatoes. And then it would be like wheat or something like that. Maybe pumpkins, because I can easily farm pumpkins. And it would always fill up 9 at a time. It wouldn't fill up any more. It wouldn't fill up any less. I actually worked on a redstone design for it. And I actually recently got a good redstone design that actually works. So that is something to look forward to in the future. So this is this little area, as you can see, which is very nice. Now the last thing we're going to show you over here is my first zombie spawner as well. I think this came before the spider and skeleton spawner. I found the spider and skeleton spawner by accident. Also, little thing. This was to my mine down here. That was the first place I mined at night, and not anymore. So I got rid of that. Also, this is a fish farm I put up recently because I wanted to get some mending without trading. I set up this auto AFK fish farm, and we have a lot of stuff in here. Actually, I just remembered still. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. Sorry about that cut right there, guys. I had to go to the bathroom, and I had to use it really badly. Before I go in there, I just realized I need to go over this. The world tour is like almost like 45 minutes long, so I kind of need to finish this up, and we've only gone over this spot. So I need to really get moving. So let's just go over here and just explain. This is a farm by Unitary Bits. This is his villager farm design. Also, we have a lot of drowned in this area. Die drowned. He dropped a lot of rotten flesh. Interesting. I think he also picked up his rotten flesh as he died. That was weird. Anyways, this is actually, I put a lot of kelp in my river recently just to get a lot of kelp. I've gotten a lot of kelp up, so it's kind of nice, but this is not going to stay here. But yeah, this villager farm was by Unitary Bits, which is sweet, and it works like a charm. As you can see, the wheat makes bread, and that's why I was getting bread. I was going to use it as a food source, and then I got too much, and I don't think I'm ever going to eat all that bread, in all honesty, but we'll see. We'll see one day, maybe one day. So let's get back to what I was doing over here. Hello, salmon. Such a cool feature in 1.13 is fish. And these fish actually caused a lot of lag in 1.13.1 because their AI was broken. Broken. Those were the dark times, guys. Dark times. This hole has killed me many times. Many times. So this was my first zombie spawner. I don't know why I use bone blocks as the wall. I thought it was cool, or why this lighting is so weird. It looks ominous. And I kind of like it that way, in all honesty. But this is the first zombie spawner over here. As you can see, there's a lot of armor. I was collecting some armor. And I don't know why I was smelting up cobblestone for some reason over here. You can actually smelt up armor now, so that's not really a big deal. And there's these guys. Is he still in here? Oh, man. No. What happened? Aw, so there was a zombie back here. I guess he died. I think I accidentally killed him with slash kill. Because I do that sometimes. There was a zombie back there that I gave a diamond. And that's how I got the achievement back then. Give a player a diamond. Because that's how you did it on a single player world. You had to get a zombie a diamond. And this was my XP grinder at the time. Grind up XP and things like that. You can see they're spawning with a lot of armor. Ooh, my nose is a little bit stuffy, but they would spawn with a lot of armor on down here. And this is where I would get some XP before I had an Enderman farm, but I'm not going to go over that. Let's just fly over to the villager trading area that we'll talk about right now, because it's not too far away. And then we'll also go over to my slime farm that is, no, like 6 episodes. I did it 6 episodes ago, so it's more recent. A little more recent things. And that will be everything in this area. So this was a village right over here. And I decimated it. As you can see, there were only survivors that were taken and then used for my evil deeds. Because I am an evil mastermind. And I force them to breed, produce children, and I exploit the children to trade with. That just sounds so wrong on so many levels. I'm sorry I ever did that. Anyways, let's go over here. And this was the trading hall. I've actually kind of revamped it. This is a terrible design in my opinion. I don't know why I did it like this, but I just brought them up all the way from the bottom, these villagers, and now they're all the way down here, as you can see. And it's interesting, and I trade with some of these guys, mainly this guy. He is a mending 12 villager. I just recently put the sign on, that's why. He's a mending. This guy is a godsend. I originally got a mending villager, and gosh, oh man, I was pissed. I had him, and somehow he died, and I just lost it. I was like, nope, nope. Okay, there's a hole there. I was very concerned for half a second. Okay, good. I thought I was a ghost, and I glitched through the ground. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have ghost powers. I am Danny Phantom. That is amazing. So, I originally had him in the villager, and I was like, nope, 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 nope. I brought him over to the place, and he died. I was so pissed. And then I found out he was a mini guy. I was so happy. And I don't remember why I did it exactly. I was going to trade with him, but I, for whatever reason, I was in a blind rage, and I went into creative mode, and I flew all the way up, and I was like, I'm not dealing with this, I'm going to trade with this guy over here, blah, 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 and I was like, but I literally could have just came over here and done the same thing without going into creative mode, now that I think about it. I was weird back then, still am now, but it was very weird. So I've actually been trading over here, as you probably can kind of see. There's some paper over here, there's a lot of stuff over here, a lot of glass I've actually been trading for these guys, which is kind of cool. And I've been actually doing that to do this. So there is full shulker boxes. I can show you just to demonstrate what I mean by that. Full shulker box. A full shulker box of pickaxes, which is amazing. I'm using actually the second one right now, or the third one. Yeah, the third one, because it's 27. And I did that for pickaxes. I traded pickaxes for the villagers. I got some good pickaxes, enchanted it all. This took forever. Did the same thing with axes. And then I already had all these shovels because of a project. I am hiccuping and burping, and it hurts. It hurts so much. And the shovels and the shovel fortune, I had to craft these. And I have my valuables over here. I actually finished filling this up with shulker boxes. Redstone, I read it. Actually, I can. Redstone. redstone blocks V2 because the first one died. So in my redstone box, I have food, rockets, ender pearls. I'm gonna switch that around. Stolen crafting tables, just random items. I like stealing crafting tables from villagers, so that's why coal. I had a shulker box named coal because I was mining my pickaxes and axes and shovels, and then some iron right here, which I can put this iron bar in here right there. So I have a lot of iron, as you can see. I actually have been doing some exploring. This is a shulker box of shulker shells that I've been actually exploring in the end. It was actually up to about here, but then I got all those. And on my world, shulkers don't drop one shulker shell, they drop two. So that's one thing right there. I just added this. This is some extra armor and things like that. Lapis ore. This is some supplies. Wither skeleton, 3 skulls. I need to actually get rid of those. A lot of ender chest. A wrench that is used to rotate redstone and terracotta. That's a data pack that's in here by Exumavoid that I added. And that's pretty much it. Golden carrots. That's a lot of extra food. I already have some chicken that I need to eat first. As you can see, I've done a lot of exploring. I have a lot of backup elytras that I need to enchant. And I think I'm going to do that off camera. That's one of the other things I'm going to do. I was actually going to do all this enchanting as an episode, but I decided not to. I'm kind of happy that I did. I need more rockets. So let's get right there. That's why I carry an ender chest on me at all times, because I need a lot of the things in my ender chest at all times. So this is actually a makeshift tree farm right over here that I would use to mine up some trees. I have a lot of bones over here, and I would use all these bones to get a lot of stuff. And these are remnants of what was down under there, because I just remembered there are actually some stuff under here. Because there is a reason that all those villagers got up there, as you can see with those pipes. And I've been revamping this down here just for fun to make a little bit of building. As you can see, there's a door in here, and a note block, because clicking a note block activates a dispenser in 1.13, which is nice. I need to get more quartz to finish the roof. But this is going to be my little trading hall. That might be made obsolete because of 1.14's trading mechanics are actually changed. So they changed villager trading mechanics, kind of. So this is kind of obsolete. But I've been trading with this guy to get emeralds. He's a good farmer. As you can see, he has the best potato and carrot trades. Not the best wheat trade. And he also has the best melon trade as well. No, the best melon trade is 8. No, it is 9. So he does have the best melon trade. He doesn't have the best pumpkin trade, but I wouldn't want the best pumpkin trade because 9 pumpkins is a lot easier because you can, you don't have to, like, oh no, I ran out of pumpkins when you're trading and you have to grab another stack and trade it. You can just double collect to get more pumpkins. I find that easier to trade. Got a couple of sugar boxes down here, a couple of pumpkins and such. Down here, so this is where I've been trading. I've separated a lot of sugar boxes of carrots and potatoes into these kinds of things right here to trade with. I need to make more. I actually need to trade off my supply to get as many emeralds as I can before the update. So I'm going to be doing that a lot off camera and just getting rid of all that extra carrots and potatoes. So I might keep like 9 sugar boxes of each, but I don't really know. So yeah, I'm just going to close that and close it behind me. I need to install a bubble elevator. There's also a bubble elevator over in here. As you can see, that helps you go up. But let's go on to the slime farm now, because it is just over this way. And this slime farm is special. So I wanted to find a specific slime farm that was basically 4 chunks in a row in like a plus sign. And I found it. Found them, but I found 2. So here's the first slime chunk. The first 4 slime chunks. And there's the second one right here that are super close. I'm lagging, so I'm flying infinitely, and there was 2 right next to each other. So this gives me tons and tons and tons of slime. This design is based off of Il Mango's design. Il Mango's a very, very inspirational guy that I use often his redstone stuff. So this was designed by Il Mango, and It works like a charm. I actually changed some of the elevators to 1.13 and switched a lot of it around. I might need to change a couple things a little bit later. As you can see, it is working. There is a shulker box packer down here. I actually need to make it so that the... Oh yeah, I already did make it so that the cactus, it kills the cactus once shulker boxes run out. And there's just some shulker box packers down here, and they're packed full of shulker boxes. As you can see, items go in and flood into this area, and then get shot up, broken and shot up there. That's where the items go. This is a little AFK place. I don't know why I put it right here. This is an elevator. I think it still works, so let's try it. Let's give it a second. I think it was up there. Let's see if it works. This is also an elevator by Elmango, and I was like, I'm gonna build this. Also, you may like, why has everything changed to path blocks? Well, that's how I was preventing spawning over here, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep it that way, but yeah, I think this thing is broken. That's sad. Yeah, it wasn't coming down. It wasn't working. So yeah, this would be an elevator. I think I can use this to go down. Oh yeah, all of it's broken. So some of the redstone broken 1.13 somehow. And this is actually was originally planned to be here. Was my tree farm. So I was gonna AFK for slime and also get some wood. It was designed by Elmango as well. I built it up, but it wasn't working. It would break, and I think it was because of lag, and it was really sad. So I just had to destroy it. But I might be able to build it somewhere else where there's a lot less lag and things like that. But I think it was mainly due to lag. I still need to tear up all this stuff as well to collect the rest of these resources. And it just broke, and it was kind of sad. But you can look back to episodes of that if you want to see it. Let's just go down to here. This is important. This is where the shulker boxes get stored. We actually have a couple shulker boxes of some slime balls, which I really don't need. And we have this system over here. It's basically... What this system is I put it in some shulker boxes, it would spit it out, and I would craft slime. Use the slime balls to craft slime blocks, and then it would break. The system would get filled, break, and it would be sent down. The thing that was full would be sent down over here into there, and then, or no, this is the system where the slime balls go. I don't remember exactly. No, this is the system where these would come. I would click a button. This button, and this hopper would unlock, and these shulker boxes of slime balls would come over here and be put into this elevator, and the system would work fine. I could probably show you it. Let's see. Looks like it doesn't work. Oh. Wasn't a long enough delay, but let's just demonstrate. I can't really demonstrate because I don't have 50 shulker boxes. Oh well, I'll just put this back. Anyways, it looks like it's broken now for some reason. I haven't used this in a month, so I don't know why it's broken. I must have did something to break it. That sucks. But anyways, yeah. So the shulker box would break and go down here and into there, and there's probably some in here that I need to get rid of. Yeah. I did a lot of crafting for some slime blocks, and we'll go show you why I did that, which I'm gonna do right now, and I'm gonna make our first cut of the video. Actually, no, because I haven't shown you guys my nether yet, so let's not do the cut yet. Let's just show off the nether really quick. This will probably be an hour and 30 minutes, but that's okay. That's probably. And we're teleporting to the nether. There we are. So this is going to be my nether hub that I'm going to be showing off to you guys. The roof is hideous. Don't worry about it. I actually need to change it up. So this is my nether hub. And, Ooh, I have a lot of burps today. This is my little nether hub. As you can see, it is nature-based. So I have this idea. I just wanted to make this like an enclosed cave area where you can see out into the nether and feel like safe. And gas won't spawn because I put some carpets down and some leaves down in some strategic locations to prevent gas from spawning. I think a gas can actually spawn in here, now I think about it. But that would be funny if gas spawned in here. I would actually want to name tag it and keep it in here, because I think that would be hilarious. I hope a gas bomb is in there now. Interesting. I'm going to check that every time I come in here. But a gas do spawn in here occasionally. And I think it's because some areas aren't spawn proof correctly, but I worked on it a little bit. Over here, up here, the roof is terrible. That's awful. I have a little bit of ore spread around. I think I'm going to put some diamond ore, some emerald ore, and some redstone and lapis ore to finish off this area. I don't know if probably in the roof, because this is more accessible, and put it in the roof to make it look like it's really inaccessible. But I did a lot of work on this nether hub. I actually like it. This is the nether portal to the villager area. That's why that's over here. And there's a little bit of some lava, using some leaves to hide some lighting. Not doing a very good job at it because the leaves are see-through. I think I turned that off and I'll be fine. And I think I need to keep turning it off. That area up there looks terrible. Oh, sorry for the yawn. Ugh. I need to actually fix this up here because this looks really bad. And this actually is the portal to the house. And since we are here, I need to put glass back in here. And over here, this is where we're gonna go to the cactus farm eventually. And this is actually to a little mining area that I won't really show off because it's not too impressive, but I might. So up here, we have some little roads that are not gonna be actually permanent because I'm gonna be changing it up. This is to my ice farm that we'll go show you guys in a minute. We can just fly this over to here because this is actually recent. This is my wither killing area where I can kill the wither. So let's fly over here. I found some bedrock that you could spawn a wither in, and it would suffocate and can't escape, so you can easily kill it. So that is what this is. And I like this design a lot. I do love nether blocks a lot, in all honesty. I think it's cool. There was a lot of obsidian that I went into this, and that was a pain mining, I will say. Little nether wart. I think it's kind of cool. Some lava right there. And the witch farm is down here, and the end portal is down there. I think we'll go to the witch farm first, then the end portal. And maybe go to the end last. That's the last thing in the nether, because it's the last thing in the nether. But this is actually something that we did in episode 50. This is the gold farm. So we'll just quickly go over that because I've actually done a few changes off camera. So this is the gold storage, pigment heads. This is actually a data pack that I added recently. It was something that I put into this world. It's by Exumavoid, the Hermitcraft crew. They made this thing where all mobs drop their heads, and Exumavoid turned it into a data pack that I have uploaded in 1.13, which I think is quite cool. Zombie pigment heads. Got a lot of gold nuggets with a lot of sugar boxes, as you can see. A lot of rotten flesh. And a couple gold ingots. And this is the swords, where the swords go, but they don't get stored. Excuse me. Whoa. These swords don't get stored, they get burned. There's a hopper behind there, and this is basically how all the items get burned. And there is, we'll just go into spectator mode. There is a little dispenser system right here that dispenses out the gold swords. I actually had to revamp this a bit because the system was broken after updating to 1.13. This is probably where I lost my shulker box now that I think about it, because I did in the oh, there it is. Oh, my redstone shulker box. Oh, you're still alive. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. But let's go back to spectator mode. Oh, I'm so happy I found that. But this is, so, the gold farm, so the pigmen will fall down. The items will fall down in this area and die. And this farm design is by Omango again, who made a really good gold farm. I was gonna make the original donut design by, I think, Snow Crash. But this is a really nice design because it doesn't use redstone, and it was just brilliant how he designed it. He has a better design that uses redstone, and he actually made an even better design. But I think I like this design as it is. I might make another one just for the heck of it one day, but yeah, probably not now. This is a work. Actually, this area is going to be a work in progress. I'm going to be building a really big building in here. It's going to look really cool, I think. But yeah, so this is where the items get stored. As I said, shulker boxes get put in there. These are the hopper streams. So all the items would originally fall down in here and go in the hoppers, and they would be split off into these 4 towers. Let's see if I can find one that doesn't have any hoppers. Or, yeah, this one. So I got rid of this one and this one. These towers from shooting up items, which you can see over here, and use a little weird system right here. It doesn't work always that good, so I have to actually figure out how to get the items to go up much easier. So that's a thing. And the items will get shoot up into here and go up here. And originally there was a hopper where this slime block is, but the hopper, it actually doesn't have a full hitbox anymore. As you can see, they changed that in 1.13. So it wasn't a full block. So now if you try and put hoppers in your item elevators, they just pop up. And they get stuck underneath the hopper and don't go in the hopper. So you lose some items. So I did this little thing right here. I did some testing. And just putting like a blue ice that was added in 1.13. It has a very low friction value compared to packed ice. So the items, any items that get on here that have any momentum can get into this hopper. I don't know if the slime block does anything. I just put it there because I did. And the same thing goes for over here. And just all the items either go over there or over there. And originally what it was it was going to just cycle around. All the items would cycle around. But I realized with a system like this right here, it wasn't going to work. And I kind of need this to destroy the items, because I don't have anything to destroy the items if the system gets backed up. So this is actually a good way of destroying the items, in my opinion. So let's actually just go on up here. I might just demonstrate it. I've been actually replacing all of the... originally it was red terracotta, then it went to red concrete off camera, and then I decided, okay, I'm changing it to magma blocks now. And the main reason for that is 1.13 actually fixed the issue where zombie jockeys spawn. So this is where you stand. So let's get up here. And I'll probably turn off my volume. Come on, piggies. Sometimes I one-shot them. I don't know why. There we go. We have them excited. Let's turn off the volume really quick for hostile creatures. And you would just stand here. And because in 1.12 there wasn't zombie pigman chicken jockeys. Man, that my brain could not find that. And this is how I get my XP. This is how I get my XP now. I actually have an Enderman farm I'm going to be showing off later. And this is how I get my XP now, which I think is cool. This is where I get all the enchanting from. Man, I'm yawning and I don't know why. So the baby chicken jockeys, they actually drop. They're actually fixed now, and I've had the issue where they actually, if the chicken dies before the pigman dies, the baby pigman gets kicked out into here, and this makes it not safe, and it ruins spawn rates. So you can be standing here, and there would be like a whole cluster of baby zombies. The baby zombies also stand on the magma blocks, or get stuck in this corner. And Mango just released the design where you would use snow layers to do this. I also found out that magma blocks work as well, but I might just switch it to fix both issues and use snow layers as well to fix this. And I'm doing and that's why I'm doing the magma blocks. The pigmen can spawn on the magma blocks, but when the chicken jockeys spawn, it kills the chicken jockey. So I don't have to worry about like the baby zombies like piling up in here because they're getting kicked out over an overnight session and things like that. So that is one thing. Oh, like this guy right here. Like, how did he get in here? And that was a perfect example and a perfect time. Yeah, he got the chicken jockey that somehow. I think that it's a chicken jockey that got kicked off. The chicken died and he somehow got kicked off. So that's why I think that. And I'm just gonna Close that. Go down here. Have some cobwebs right here to slow down the items from filling up the hoppers. That was one thing I did right there to minimize the amount of items going into the hoppers, to make sure the hoppers could keep up. And that was my own design right there. So all the items get spat out, slowly dropped, and then sorted. And that's about it right there. Oh, there is some XP down here somehow. There's actually some plans for this area with those archways. I want to make a pretty big building around this thing that goes up pretty high, which I think would be cool. And this actually looks like a Tesla coil. Interesting. I should have made it into a Tesla coil. Darn it. But I have some iron, cobblestone, soul sand. I need a lot of nether wart, so I need to make a nether wart farm. Nether wart farm to get all of the nether warts. And I have a lot right there, so I'm going to make a nether wart farm. Sooner or later, we have a lot of nether bricks, which is kind of cool. So there's that. That is one thing I've been working on off camera as well, fixing up that. And let's go back down here, and right now let's go over to the witch farm. I'm not going to make a cut because I can just fly through here. I'm going to go over to the witch farm and stop right here because this is actually the way to a guardian temple that I explored. We're not going to go there right now because I haven't actually done anything over there that is really of interest. I just raided it. And this is a tunnel to a secret area that I'm not going to talk about because I don't think I've talked about it yet. But it's not really a secret area. This is just where I go mine my desert. I was doing mine my sand. I was doing a secret project over there, but I don't remember if I showed it off or not. I think I did. I think I haven't. I'm not sure. But this is the witch farm. This is something I did on episode 22 to get some redstone. And it kind of works, it kind of doesn't. So let's witch farm. This is in the witch I captured, name tag, and store in here. They just like being on the potted plant for some reason. Don't know why, honestly. I really like this little design. I think it's really cool. Oh, yeah, 1.13 changed the water, so that actually looks good. Oh, hiccups again. Looks a lot better than it was. So this is a little cool area, I think. So my shulker box storage system, coordinated, gosh, for what items it was. I have a lot of sugar in it, a lot of glass bottles, which we're actually going to be able to use something with the data pack I installed. A lot of gunpowder and some spider eyes. I don't have a lot of glowstone. I actually have a lot of sticks. No redstone because I have used all of it. And I have a lot of redstone actually, so I don't need any more, but you may wonder, where did all that slime come? So you said you used all that slime, and you put that slime farm and got all this slime. What did you use it for? Well, I'll post a picture right here. And this, as you can see, I filled this whole place up with slime to fill it out, to get rid of the water. There's actually a lot of water here because this was a swamp. And I got rid of all of it. And the one thing I've done off camera is I've dug up all the dirt. And hello, Mr. Creeper. Let's see. Do I still got it? Yes, I still got it. And flying down here. Ow, 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 ow. Down here. And this is... I've been actually planning on mining this whole place out to improve spawn rates. Because in 1.13... Oh, I didn't realize there were some ores in here. Oh, cool. So, I forgot about this. Neat. There's a lot of things I forgot about in this world. I've been collecting a lot of iron. I think I have one thing of iron. No. Some coal. Have a lot of coal in here. Actually, I have another sugar box, I think. I don't know. Still a lot of coal. I'm mining this whole area out. I thought I had more clay. I thought I had a whole sugar box of clay. I don't know where it went, though. Which is kind of concerning. Some sand. And a lot of grass. A lot of dirt. Insane amount of that stuff. And these sugar boxes are going to be deleted eventually. Like I keep saying, but yeah. So I was going to mine all this area out for a video. But I was like, this is too much work. But we are going to mine this area out and use TNT to do it. But I need to... That's going to take a whole video in itself. It's going to take a very long time. It's not going to be able to be done in one video, sadly. But how did you get over here, chicken? Must have been a zombie jockey that burned. These baby zombies can actually burn now. And this witch farm is actually designed by, again, El Mango, because he's the best. And it's a very efficient witch farm. Sadly, in 1.13, witch spawning is very much decreased. The actual efficiency of these farms are actually a lot lower than they were. So I'm planning on actually changing the farm. Hello, zombie. Hello, other zombie. As you can tell, they're kind of moving a little bit slow. That's because of lag. I've done a little bit digging over here, as you can see, but oh, kind of can see it. I'll just ender pearl up because it's easier. And oh, I'm gonna sleep here as well, really quick. So this is where the killing area is of the witches, and I'm probably gonna change this. It's just they die, they fall, hit the diamond blocks, and burn. Because they can't drink a fire potion fast enough, and then tripwires activate the hopper mine carts, and it sweeps under. And this is the little storage area right here. Item sorter, not storage. And let me go show you the slime blocks really quick. There's some slime, and look at all these slime blocks. This is over 100,000 slime blocks that I used and placed and then broke for this project. So there's a lot, and I don't need any more ever, I think. So I kind of overuses my slime farm a little bit, which I kind of find a little bit funny in all honesty. But it's cool. It's cool. And one of the things was I could have lit all this area up and lit all the caves up. But I also made this huge circle, which took forever. This is 128 degree radius, 128 block radius circle. This took me a long time to actually make. I was actually planning on turning this into a squid farm as well, digging it all the way down and making it into a bowl shape. And this bowl shape, what that would do would be to, we would make a bowl, fill it with water, all flowing down to the ends. And what that would do is allow squids to spawn, and then with guardians we would kill squid, and everything would funnel down into an area, and we would collect what is the word, ink, and I would build up a little tower, and everything would flow into that tower. I'm still actually planning on doing a little bit of tower thing, but I can't do squid farm anymore because squids don't spawn anywhere anymore. They only spawn in rivers and oceans, which really suck. So yeah, I'm gonna actually go over this way now, because that's basically the witch farm in a nutshell. I also really love the design down there. I think it's my favorite, I think, farm though so far. This was my other food farm that I made, but also it was an episode where when I first installed the first installed the what did I first install? I first installed the head pack, that's right. And I also been mining up some dark oak over here. Head pack, I wanted to get some heads of some of the animals, so I got a sheep head, some chicken heads, some cow heads, and some pig heads, and I did a whole episode of that. I built a little farm over here to breed them when I literally had hundreds of items that, except for wheat, so the wheat is understandable why I did this, but I really didn't need to make this over here, so I don't know why I did it. But this was just a small episode that I did over here to get some of the items. I have a lot of items in here, as you can see. A lot of feathers, did a lot of killing. Actually, a lot of eggs. A lot of eggs. That's where I got a lot of my chicken. I don't know why there's so many black sugar boxes over here. Oh, this is dark oak wood. That's why I did that. I'll probably get rid of those, but yeah. I have a lot of dark oak wood that I was trying to collect and mine down. Things like that. Also, this, you can tell this is broken. These observers are broken. Why is it always on? That was actually broken because I used the replay mod a lot. I used to use it a lot in 1.12 when I was doing time lapses, and Forge breaks observers and it does that to them. And that's another thing where when I was building some of the tree farm, that was a pain because it used so many observers. It would break, and that was a whole mess. It was that was fun. That was a disaster. My gosh, that was no fun. So yeah, this is this area. We're gonna be coming back here and doing some work here later. And I did say I'm probably gonna I don't think I said. I'm gonna probably be changing this into a looting sword design where the witches just get funneled into a 1x1 hole. Mainly because witch drops are actually lower in this update, and they actually look like they got lowered in 1.14 from some of the technical players that I have heard from. So I don't know if that's actually the case, or if that was just a bug and they fixed it. I can't remember off the top of my head. But looting farm design is something that I've been doing that I actually enjoy doing. I also found another area where there's 2 witch farms in a radius, 128 block radius of each other, so I can actually load both of them and get some more witch drops, which is kind of cool, which is fantastic. So let's actually fly over to the ice farm really quick. There's not much to show over there, and then I will go show you one more thing in the nether. And that's it. So I'm going to cut this part out because this is just a really long flight and it's nothing interesting. So I'll meet you when I get to that portal. So we're here at the ice farm, and the ice farm was actually built because of the witch farm. I was going to make it so that everything was ice for the bowl so that all the items would flow a little bit faster. Got that challenge advancement. That's cool. I hate when you update. Advancements were added in 1.12, but every time you update, the advancements go away, and that was the same thing with the achievements. And that's a really old bug every time you update to a new Minecraft type. So yeah, that's very annoying. But here is the ice farm. It's actually over here, but this is a spiked ice biome that I found that is really cool that I actually want to. I stopped tearing it down because I actually want to live in here. There's actually another one over in other couple of directions, but in 1.13 you can actually craft packed ice with regular ice, which is very nice, so I'm okay with not mining this area out anymore because I really don't like to. But this is the ice farm that was used and is a terrible design to get some ice for the squid farm. As you can see, it's really big. This took me a few episodes. It took me a whole episode to do. I actually made this one whole episode. The problem with this ice farm design is it is pathetically broken. And you might be wondering, what do you mean by that? How is it broken? Well, it just is. It's poorly designed because I could only go one round around before my pickaxe would break, and I think it would break even before I got done, which was very annoying. So this ice farm needs to be torn down and redone. And there's an ice farm design out there that I kind of like. I want to use El Mango and the Psycraft people, his server that he is on, have a ice farm design that uses flying machines and all that with slime blocks. This is the little storage area here. There's none in here right now. And I think I'm thinking about using that kind of a design that uses pistons and all that, which I think would be very cool. Oh man, one of my noses is really stuffy. I should blow it, but I'm not. And this is just some rinsing over here because I needed to position myself in a certain way to move around. It was a very bad design, and there are better designs out there that I probably will use. And I might make my own with some flying machines. I really don't know, but ice is actually kind of cool because we get packed ice, which I think is really, really cool. And I'm going to need a lot of ice for designing the nether tunnel, so I need to get this working again and making a better design. I probably will leave this here and just build it somewhere else, in all honesty. But there's also rockets. Yeah, that flight in that tunnel is very long, so I kind of ran out of rockets. And I actually did some deforestation over here. I completely deforest a forest, which was all forest over here, to get all the wood I needed, so that's an accomplishment I did in Minecraft. I am an enemy to the environment. It's kind of funny. Not really, but I did it. I don't know why, I just did it. When it was quicker to get wood from 4x4 spruce. So that's the ice farm. Nothing really much here. A little weird design thing right there that I did. So let's go back. And let me think. Is this everything so far in this world that I have made? Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, this is pretty much all I've done. Like that. The main hub, and I think we're gonna go visit the cactus farm, and then the end, and that will probably end the tour, because I've also done some things at the cactus farm that I want to show you guys off camera that are important, because the cactus farm was the last project I was working on besides the gold farm, so I'll see you guys when I get over to the cactus farm. So we're back here in the main hub, and I just remembered I haven't showed you the wither skeleton farm that I'm in the process of making, so I'm going to go over there and show you right now. It's just over this way. This is actually the tunnel to the cactus farm, so we'll be getting to that in a second. This is going to be really laggy, because at one point the game was really laggy. But this is the project I was going to work on in one of the future episodes. I think 54 I was going to start on this. But I wanted to build a wither skeleton farm, and this is the fortress I've done my wither skeleton farming at to get some beacons. As you can see, I slapped it all off. I've actually made a perimeter, a 128 block square perimeter, to represent I'm going to be building up a huge wall and everything like that. Probably making a tunnel to this area as well to fly into. And this whole fortress is going to be gone and destroyed, mined up for the nether brick that I'm going to use in a future project. And the wither skeleton farm is going to be at this, I think, one of these crossroads, either the one with the lava or this one, because that's the best way to build a wither skeleton farm. And the design I'm going to be using is based on Nimbum MC. He has a really good design. It's really good, and it is amazing in all honesty. So yeah, I really like it. I've already done some mining, and I have a little storage area over here. I'm also going to replace all of the top layer of lava with redstone, orange stained glass, which I think is going to be really cool. And I'm mining all this out by hand. I might put this off till 1.14 comes out, because TNT actually drops 100% of the blocks now. So that's kind of cool. So, and I need all this a lot of netherrack to build up the, what is it called? The gold farm building. So I need a lot of netherrack. So just why not? There's some shulker box storage in there, as you can see. I have no shulker of nether quartz, that more than I need to break. But nether quartz ore is kind of valuable because, yeah, it's its own individual block. And this is the system that shoots the items. This is actually really slow, and I need to tear it out and replace it with the system I made at the witch farm, because I could just go in there and put the items and manually sort it. I don't need an automatic sorter at all. But yeah, this is the project I was working on a little bit off camera since I last talked to you guys with the last episode. There's a lot of mining, as you can see. I already mined out like these little areas up here all the way up to the bedrock and things like that, the top layer of bedrock. So there's a lot of mining I need to do, and I'm probably going to do that with TNT. I've also placed a lot of stone brick over here and things like that. So there's a lot of work to do over here that will take a couple episodes, but yeah, that's all about that. So let's fly over here. I've done a lot in this world, so now that I think about it, man, I've done a lot. So now it's time to go to the cactus farm. It's already been an hour and 30 minutes when I'm looking at my recording. Man. Oh, this, by the way, this was actually for the Iron Titan. This is where the poppies would come in. Or this would be the portal to get over there. The other portal where the poppies would go into the nether to keep the spawn chunks loaded is over there somewhere. It's like over down under there. So let's go to the cactus farm and show you the tunnel design that I came up with. So I love this idea, just this organic little area, like I'm in a cave in the nether, or like not nether-y looking, but it looks like the overworld and things like that. And I brought it down here, and I wanted to design it a little area where you could fly down this cave, and you can continuously fly, and like you're flying through a cave, which is really cool. I'm planning on actually changing this, because I was like, oh, this looks good, but I think it would look better with sandstone, which I did over here, to represent me going to the cactus farm, And in 1.13 or 1.14, my bad, they've added sandstone slabs of different types of sandstone walls, and sandstone stairs that are smooth and everything like that. So that will make more texture variation much better, in my opinion, for this area. So I can't wait for that, in my opinion. And I'll add a little bit of sand everywhere. It's gonna look cool. So I have to redo this tunnel design eventually. That tunnel design took me forever to make, and I had some really good time lapses about it, which are fun. But let's go through this portal to see what the cactus farm looks like. And this will be the last thing to look at, and then we'll go to the end to look at the farm. So, before we talk about this, let's just go up here. So, I have a weekend with jump boost. We're building. It is nighttime, so we might as well sleep. I'm just gonna not go into spectator mode to show you any of this. I'll just fly because I don't really need to go into spectator mode. So I wanted a really massive cactus farm because go big or go home, right? If I could fly, there we go. Yeah, this is pretty big, isn't it? Yeah, this is gonna be really big, as you can see. And also some of the ice went as well. I think this was the project I needed or didn't think I think I thought of this project and I was like, I need some ice for it. So I built the ice farm as well. So long ago, like a year ago, surprisingly, and it's a bit shocking that it's been so long since I did some of these projects. I just had put it off. Anyway, so this cactus farm, originally I was gonna do the rows like on the bottom, as you can see right here, where it's just all these cactus in a row that build up. I tried that experimentally in a test world, and it just lagged my game so much. It wasn't actually like this. It was just like the standard cactus string sand design. Those may know that very well. But you can name that song, because there's a song called Cactus String Sand, and who the song is based off of. I'll be very impressed with you people. But, so the cactus farm is actually going to be built up all the way up to here. I actually need to fix the design a bit because there has been some new revelations in cactus farm designs by none other than the god Il Mango himself when it comes to technical Minecraft. Or the king, I really should say. He's like the king of this stuff. He was like, I'm going to design some cactus farms. And he did. And he's actually discovered that you can use zero-tick pulses, redstone, to actually do that, but I won't talk about that. I might do that in a future episode just for fun. But this cactus farm design is not 100 or like 98% efficient. He did some calculations because he has this mod called the carpet mod that was made by Nimbomb, who's a SciCraft member that they used for just testing. Oh, sorry, testing and all that. Man, I've been burping today, and I don't know why. Probably because I just ate like an hour ago. That was an hour ago. It's been an hour now. And the only thing about this design that I really need to change is, instead of glass blocks, I need to put slabs. And that actually improves the efficiency by a lot, because that prevents items from like hitting the top and falling straight down in the cactus. So I need to actually change that. So I'm going to need a lot of slabs. I probably will use sandstone slabs just to make it better. But let's go down to the little storage area. If I can fly! If I can fly! There we go. And this is just our little viewing area. But all these little areas are going to be built up to that height. So I need a lot of cobblestone and a lot of glass. So that means it's smelting a lot of sand. And I already gathered a lot of sand over here. But I think I already used it all. Which is like very surprising. But, yeah, I used all of it. No, I haven't actually used all of it. But I need a lot of cobblestone and a lot of other things, too, which is very surprising. I already got enough cactus. I have a lot of sand right here that I need to smelt. That's another thing I need to do. I have a lot of cactus already. I need to smelt a lot of sand, which is gonna be rough, and I need to make a super smelter, and that's one of my future plans. But you're wondering why the furnace is down here. Well, so what I was planning on doing for this farm was making a automatic cactus green dye setup where we would smelt up some cactus green dye and also store cactus. So on this side, we're going to be storing the cactus green dye, and on this side, we're going to be storing the cactus. And we're going to be using shulker boxes for this. And I came up with the idea that I wanted to put shulker boxes, say, in this chest right here, and fill all these chests up. And then I would want to click a button. And I would click that button, and all these chests would go empty, and then in a shulker box storage system, a shulker box packer, which is down here, because I've already made this design, as you can see it. A shulker box packer designed by Ilmango. I used his shulker box packer, and this whole rest of this thing is my design, actually. I did that recently, and I talked about it in an episode that I was going to use this. I made a design, and then I realized it sucked, and then I made this design, which is it's one wide. It's a compact one wide design, so it's really cool, in my opinion. And basically, once the shulker boxes fill up, it will go through the system, and the shulker boxes will fill up into their chest. And then no more items will flow through here, and prevent the system from being broken. I can kind of show you what I just described. So basically, click the button. This redstone activates, and these redstone blocks get pushed down, empowering these redstone torches, which lock these hoppers right here. Hoppers drag out the shulker boxes and put it into this dispenser right here. In the process, after this redstone block is pushed down, it activates this observer right here, that activates this piston right here. This is actually broken. I actually think I need to fix this design, because this actually would activate all of them, so I might have to move this up a bit, sadly. I'll have to do some testing. Let's see. I think I did some testing, and it doesn't happen, so I don't remember. I can probably show you right now. So basically, this block right here would actually be up here. So I'm gonna keep that. This block would actually be up here, right up here, and basically what would happen is if this redstone block is pushed down, this would turn on, and the block will get pulled down. So actually I don't need to do that. And if it's deactivated, it will push back up. And what happens is, when it's down, an item can go through here, which is a shulker box, which has this system down here, which is an instant dropper line that I made. And the item goes in here, and instant droppers all the way over here into this item elevator. And this item elevator goes all the way up. This item elevator is actually my design. I don't know whose it is, so I can't give them credit, sadly, because I don't know whose it is. But this item, the item goes in here, activates this comparator, and turns on this, which pushes this piston down, or pulls it back up, pulls the item back up, because the item would go through and it would go away. Actually, I don't leave it like that. Would go away, and it would turn on the hopper again, and before the item could go in there, the hopper would be off, and all the items would be collected. I've actually tested it, and it works like a beauty. And this is the little system here, and an instant dropper line, where it transfers the items. Instead of using hoppers, I decided to use droppers and observers. So this is a very redstone heavy design, and it works wonderfully. This is actually where some of the items come in, and that's actually going to be rerouted. And right now I'm actually burning those items because the cactus, because I don't need them, and I was already burning them over here. So let's actually get out of this mode. So that's this little thing over here. I'm actually going to plop and let that despawn. So this is what I've been working on over here. I finally got this done, and I built it up in here, and we're going to be eventually building the rest of the 4 in here. So this side would smelt, the cactus would be smelted, and then the green dye would be stored in here, but the cactus, some cactus is going to just be stored over here in the shulker boxes, so in case I need to, like, decorate something. And let's go down here, because there's some things down here. Some elevators with water, elevators. And down here, there's just a cactus on that side, any cactus that go over on that side, and on, I think, that side or that side, to get all rerouted over there, fall down into a hole, and get routed over here to be stored as cactus blocks. And right now there's just some fire burning it because I haven't set up anything, but yeah. and they will be stored into shulker boxes, which is sweet and cool. So that is pretty much the cactus farm. I'm probably going to be putting some kelp farms down here as well. This is what this is. Mainly because I need fuel to smelt up the cactus, and kelp is a very good source of fuel. Probably the best source and the easiest source to mine up. What happened to all my food? Did I eat all my chicken already? Wow, that went fast. Anyways, yeah, I'm probably going to be building up a flying machine kelp farm over here just to get some items. And there's a creeper over there that must die, because he is a danger to society because he blows up. And it's mean when he blows up. So, let's just... And yeah, that's basically the premise. This is where I used to store the items. They actually drop down right over there. And I believe these ones travel this way and go up there to be smelted. Same on that end as well. Any cactus that comes from that end. Cactus that comes from this end goes down in here. Goes down underground to be smelted. Oh no, stored as cactus, because eventually it'll come back up here. Oh, I just lost my voice for a second. Sorry about that. And the same thing is going to be over for that side once I figure out how to route the cactus from over here to over there. So that's the cactus farm. As you can see, we already have a lot of cactus, so I already have a lot of green dye and everything like that, so I really don't need it anymore. And I also have a lot of cactus up there. So I have a lot of cactus already that I really don't need, but go big or go home. A lot of cactus. A lot of cactus. All the redstone, I gathered up all the redstone to build this stuff. And a couple of blocks because of mine. Oh, there's where this box is. That's where this light box is. I've been wondering where it was, so that's a good thing I found that. But that's basically the cactus farm work in progress as well. So let's go to the final thing to finish up this world tour, because it is almost 2 hours. Oh my god! This is gonna be my longest video ever, but that's okay. People will watch. People will watch, hopefully. But let's just quickly fly and just fly over to the last thing, which is... Oh, I never explained to you guys the village at the house that I did in episode 51. Dang, I missed something. I'll go back there and explain it after the end. I go to the end. But I didn't sleep. Wait, I wonder if it's nighttime. No, it was just daytime. I'll just have to make a cut. Anyways, let's go over to... I don't have any food, I just remembered. Let's go over to... This is the ice farm. Go over to the end portal. And this is where we're going to explain why I have so many shulker boxes that I haven't got from killing shulkers. And teleporting, and teleported. And this is so I do shulker boxes. They're all gone now because I all burned them, and I'll show you a clip like right now. I burnt all those shulker boxes already, and I duped them. I got some shulker boxes, and I basically duped them. You can see the episode, it's on my channel. And I basically was feeding these donkeys. And oh, this one has shulker boxes in it, as you can see. So there is some already still here. As you can see, those are already filled with some shulker boxes, so I can actually burn those later. But these donkeys, I basically would fill them up with shulker boxes filled with shulker shells, and then there's a glitch in Minecraft where when something dies, there is about a tick or so that they're actually still like alive. I'm gonna steal some carrots. Not the donkey is alive, but the game. There's one tick where the death animation still exists. The game kind of thinks it's still alive. So if you killed it at the very same second, it teleports through an end portal. It dupes, basically, and that's how it works. You can actually do the same thing with zombies. I first did this with zombies to get enough shulker boxes, and I did it with donkeys to get a massive amount. I had about 5 chests filled of shulker boxes filled with shulker shells, as you probably saw in the video. But there's a zombie spawner over this way, which is what I use to do this. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, no, it's not over here. I have to go all the way over here. And there's a zombie spawner right here, thankfully. It was very cool that I actually found a zombie spawner right over there. I also used the brewing system by Tango Tech to make splash potions of poison. That was a mouthful. Splash potions of poison to get the donkeys to 1 health, or 1.5 hearts. So that's basically how that works. But I'm not using that anymore because crafting recipes, new 1.13 crafting recipes we can do, and I made a data pack for it. And yeah, I made it so you can craft sugar shells. So I just wanted to get rid of them and say I'm just gonna craft them now, and I'm not gonna just never get to craft any because I have like thousands of sugar shells that I'll never run out of. So that's the main reason why I deleted them. And I actually feel better because it's just like I don't like duping things, in all honesty. And it's just I didn't like the fact that shulker boxes are so overpowered and so useful for farms that Mojang didn't make them renewable. So hopefully they will one day. But I did make them renewable with a crafting recipe. But let's go into the end. And I caught the Ender Dragon. It was a long time ago, and it was a very interesting fight. But it wasn't my best work, I will say. I freeze up when I'm trying to focus. But I got the Ender Dragon, killed the Ender Dragon. I have the Ender Dragon egg somewhere. And this leads to my Enderman farm, which we can go over here. This Enderman farm design, I think, is based off of Doc M77's original Enderman farm design, where they spawn up there. You're very far away from the main island, so Endermen don't spawn over there. And all the Endermen spawn over up there, and they're attracted by the Endermite, and you can get XP this way and get a whole host of Ender Pearls. I forgot the volume was off for Enderman. And as you can see, I've got a massive amount of Ender Pearls, so I really don't need any more Ender Pearls for a very long time. I'm probably going to be changing this farm up to a better design, because in 1.13 mob spawning changed. And I should have not built this farm design up as high as I did, because the spawning is actually slower. The reason for that is Minecraft does what was called subchunks, and based on the subchunk, the spawning floor was in would mean the faster it would be if you were lower down. So the more subchunks you had, the slower the spawning would be. So I was planning on redesigning it and moving it lower. In 1.13 though, there's actually a really amazing design discovered by, I think it was either Doc M77, Nembomb, and Mango, I believe. I think it was Nembomb who really showed it off. But all 3 of them were like somehow correlated with it. So I'm looking at the floor. But I'm going to be building that design. You have to go all the way down to y equals 1. Because now, mod spawning is depending on the Y level and not the subchunk layer. So Y level 1 is the fastest you can get. The fastest spawn rates you can get, and I've seen it, and it's really fast, and it's a really good ender farm, in all honesty. So if I ever run out of ender pearls, yeah, we're gonna use that farm design. And this was an enchanting area. I got some anvils over here as well. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the end. I haven't done anything but exploring. I am working on another project in the end, and it's a chorus fruit flower farm, but we'll talk about that later. I don't really show it off because there's been nothing real progress done for it at all. So let's just jump in here, and I'll meet you guys back at the house to show off the last thing, which is the villager, the little village I'm making, not the villager thing. And then we'll end off the episode right there. Okay, so we're back here in the base. And the last thing I just want to show you is over here. I'm gonna go to sleep. Wow, that nose just got really stuffy. And I have an itchy ankle, and it hurts. It really does. It's an itchy ankle, and I don't like an itchy ankle. So the last thing I kind of pointed out when I was talking about my furnace smelter. But it is this thing over here. This is the little village I made in episode 51. And I actually did a lot of off-camera work on it in episode 51. And I think I did a little bit in episode 52. But episode 52 mainly focused on the mob farm that I built over there. Which I'm not going to show because I'm releasing that episode after this one. But I'm actually planning on redoing this project a little bit. It is not to my liking. It's too repetitive. I know I can do a better job at building. I do like it though. Like some of these designs, like it's pretty cool. Like the bigger one, it's really nice and such. What's even better is I can actually improve it a little bit because in 1.14 it's smooth. The smooth sandstone gets a stair block, so I'm probably gonna do that instead of this. The sandstone for most of them and just vary it up a little bit. But I do like these buildings, and I know I can do a better job, and I need to come up with some better designs. I do have a little pyramid thing I'm gonna build right here, which is something I really like, and I think it's really cool, and it's gonna be built all over the area. I don't have any rockets. Darn it. Let me get some more. Oh yeah, that box is called rockets too, because I originally had 3 sugar boxes of rockets. Flight duration 1, flight duration 2, and flight duration 3, but I changed that. So that is the project I've worked on over here in episode 51. I filmed the spider because it's daytime. But now I'm probably going to scrap this idea and make it a little bit better. But I do want to make a village. And I kind of want to fill this area in with like some villages all around this area. And a certain map size at least. And I just wanted to make it look like I'm in a city or something like that. Maybe like over here, up to these mountains, I'm gonna make like some kind of village area. Or villagers area. Oh, that's right, I forgot I was going to show you guys this. When I did the zombie spawner thing. I actually have a naturally spawned pink sheep in this world, which is very rare for 1.13, which is extremely cool. There is a nice, cute pink sheep right here. So this is a very rare thing to happen in Minecraft. Pink sheeps have a very low spawn chance to happen. So it's kind of cool that he actually spawned there. I think I have it in an episode where I found it, but I don't remember which one. So that's good. So yeah, that's basically all I have to show you in this world tour. It is a 2-hour-long world tour, so yeah, that's a lot of video, and I rambled on for a lot longer than I probably should have, but yeah, there is a lot of stuff that in this world, in all honesty, which I'm proud of because I built it all, and it's really fun. So hopefully you'll be seeing more videos from me in the near future. I will be releasing this video soon, which is going to be cool. I'm going to probably try and edit it today, maybe tomorrow. I have finals coming up because I'm in school right now and I'm studying for my finals, and I just have some free time, 2 hours of free time, I guess 2 hours of free time to do this work on. So yeah, I got to record this, and I'm kind of happy because I'm going to release this. And then episode 52 is going to come out, and then I'm going to release episode 53 eventually. I think in episode 53 I'm going to be working on a super smelter. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So anyways, thanks for all for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, leave a like down below. It would mean a lot if you like this world tour. I know this was a very long episode. If you did make it through the end of this, I am impressed. I'm probably going to leave some timestamps in the description to the, the farm area. To the places that I went to and visited, so if anyone wants to see that, I'll put that in the description down below. Probably not in the description. I'll probably leave a comment on it of the timestamps for the video, so that's what I'll do. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll be getting back into the groove of things and making some videos. I have some video ideas coming that aren't Let's Play related, so those will be coming out, and I'm really excited to try and do it. I have a lot of spare time in the spring quarter that I can study and also like have some fun with doing some YouTube videos as a hobby, which is really fun. So yeah, that is exciting for me. So I will see you guys in the next episode of Vanilla+ Survival. Bye.